guys, it's just Paula and welcome back to my channel. For this video, I'm going to talk about different things between the Philippines and Korea that I've witnessed, experienced, and observed during the 5.5 years of my stay here in Korea. So without further ado, let's get started. The first one is the way of greeting. In the Philippines, we use different phrases to greet a person. In the morning, we say magandang umaga or good morning in English. In the afternoon, we say magandang tanghali or magandang hapon, which is good afternoon in English. And lastly, in the evening, we say magandang gabi or good evening in English. In Korea, they only use one greeting, which is annyeonghaseyo or hello in English. But sometimes they also use 밥 먹었어, which means have you eaten or did you eat? And I think it's a very nice gesture and also weird to ask someone or to greet someone by asking them if they already ate. Number 2, greeting the elderly. In the Philippines, we have this very beautiful and unique gesture to respect our elders, and that is called mano or pagmamano. We do this to our parents when we get back home from school or from office or from anywhere. And we also do this to our grandparents, aunt or uncle or anyone older than us when we meet them or enter their house as a sign of respect. While in Korea, they take a bow to the person older than them, or also known as insa in Korean. In an office setting, it's very important to do this, especially when you encounter a senior, and usually you pause and let him or her walk first. The third is speaking respectfully or formally. In the Philippines, we only add the word po in our sentences or use opo to respond yes to the elders or to the person older than us. In Korea, they use different levels of speaking formally and respectfully. But normally, they only use the 2 levels of speaking, which is number 1, 판말, and number 2, 천댄말.
주말에 뭐 했어?
아무것도 안 했어. 넌?
나? 나 비 와가지고 뭐 할 게 없던데.
성원 씨 주말에 뭐 하셨어요?
저는 뭐 아무것도 안 했어요. 할 게 없더라고요. 뭐 하셨어요?
주말에 그냥 넷플릭스 봤던 것 같아요.
Number 4, inviting people to our house. In the Philippines, we're very known to be hospitable because we always invite someone to come and visit our house or to go to our house to eat, to chat. In Korea, they don't usually invite people to visit their houses, especially in the provinces. And even if you're close friends with that someone, they just don't. The reason for this is that they value family bond. But we also value family bond in the Philippines. Number 5, housewarming gifts. In the Philippines, when we're invited to a housewarming, we usually bring appliances or furnitures as a gift. While here in Korea, they usually bring toilet papers or cleaning supplies such as laundry, detergent, etc. The reason for this is that during the Asian times, tissue paper and cleaning detergents are very expensive. Also, another meaning is that the length of the toilet paper symbolizes prosperity, while a detergent symbolizes a home that is physically and spiritually pure. And also, the round, shiny bubbles represents money and prosperity. So when you give a laundry detergent as a housewarming gift, it means that you're wishing someone to have a pure and prosperous home to live in. These days, plants and alcoholic beverages are also accepted. Number 6, wearing a footwear when entering a house. In the Philippines, it's alright to enter a house while you're wearing your shoes or your slippers. You don't have to take them off. While in Korea, it's a no-no. When you enter a Korean house, the first thing you'll see is a shoe rack or a shoe cabinet, because Koreans sit on the floor to cook, to eat, to watch a TV, or work, or even sleep in the floor. And that's why it's important for them to maintain it clean. Number 7, paying bill in a restaurant. In the Philippines, we order first and then eat and then pay and leave.
Kuya, bill.
While in Korea, we order and pay in the counter first and then eat and then leave. Number 8, after eating in fast food chain or cafe. In the Philippines, we usually just leave our food and drinks in the table and then leave. While here in Korea, we always clean the table, we throw the food trashes in the bin, and we return the food tray in the counter. In the Philippines, there's not much side dishes, or usually we just don't have it. While here in Korea, there are a lot of side dishes. Sometimes they have the buffet of side dishes. In the Philippines, we have a lot of rice because we eat it every meal. You can even order unlimited rice in a fast food chain. While here in Korea, if you want to eat more rice, you have to order and pay for every cup of rice. The next one is drinking alcohol. In the Philippines, when you're invited or when you're offered by a senior to drink, it's okay to refuse and say no. You can even make an excuse or alibi and just leave. While in Korea, it's very rude to say no if you're offered to drink by a senior in Weshik or company dinner. It's very rude here in Korea because they feel offended and disrespected if you refuse to drink what was offered by a senior. The next one is funny, farting and burping. The next one is the security guard. In the Philippines, every time you enter a mall or a bank, there's always a security guard in front of the door to check your bag. While here in Korea, they don't have it. They only have concierge at the front desk, but in luxury malls and buildings, they have it for sure. Public transportation. In the Philippines, we have a lot of ways to commute, such as taxi, jeepney, tricycle, pedicab, or pajak. What else? We also have the local trains, MRT, LRT, PNR, non-air-conditioned and air-conditioned buses. And what else? Did I miss something? I think that's it. While here in Korea, they have local trains with slow and fast speed. They also have subway with a lot of lines that you can easily get lost with if you don't know how to use it and if it's your first time. They also have taxis and air-conditioned buses, and you can also rent an electric scooter or bike. Public transportation in Korea is very convenient because they accept credit or debit cards in paying. You can also purchase your tickets in advance through a mobile app or online website. So if you have the same culture, let me know by commenting below. And also if you're a Filipino foreigner living in Korea, please let me know some of your experiences between the difference of the Philippines and Korea by commenting below. So I hope you guys learned something new in this video, and I also hope that you're safe and doing well wherever you are. I pray for everyone's safety in this time of pandemic. That's all for this video. If you like this content, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel And that's it. Bye!